My husband struck me in front of his mother. What she did next stunned everyone. The slap came while I was setting down the casserole dish. His palm connected with my face hard enough that I bit my tongue. We were in their dining room for Sunday dinner. His mother, Diane, was pouring wine. His father, Gerald, sat at the head of the table. The room went silent. I stood there with my hand on my burning cheek, waiting. Bennett had hit me dozens of times over our 4-year marriage, but never in front of witnesses. I'd convinced myself that if anyone ever saw, they'd help me. Diane set down the wine bottle. She walked over and looked at Bennett with mild irritation. Really? At the dinner table? Son, you know your mother doesn't like scenes during meals? Can't you wait until you get home? Gerald said. 4 years I'd been part of this family, and they'd known the whole time what Bennett was. She embarrassed me in front of my colleagues, Bennett said. Someone needs to teach her how to behave. I started backing toward the door. Bennett raised his hand again. Where do you think you're going? That's when Diane did something that genuinely shocked me. She pulled out her phone and started taking photos, flash after flash. My face, Bennett's raised hand, the red mark across my cheek. Mom, what are you doing? Bennett lowered his hand. Documenting, she said calmly. For the lawyer. Gerald set down his fork. Bennett looked confused. What lawyer? Diane looked directly at me. Honey, do you need help? Yes. Good. She walked to the sideboard and pulled out an envelope. There's $18,000 in here. Cash. She pressed it into my hands. There's a silver Honda parked 3 blocks north. Keys are taped under the rear wheel well. I bought it cash 2 years ago. The title's in the envelope. Mom, you can't be serious. Bennett's voice rose. I'm completely serious. I've been planning this since your second wife left in the middle of the night. Second wife? You're number 3, Diane said quietly. The first one was too scared to press charges. The second one I convinced not to involve police. I've regretted that every day since. She looked at her son with disgust. I'm not making that mistake again. Bennett moved toward me, but Gerald caught his arm. Don't make this worse. Witnesses. I'm testifying. I've been keeping a journal for 6 years. She pulled a small notebook from her pocket. Dates, times, direct quotes, everything. You're my mother, Bennett said, genuinely hurt. And she's someone's daughter. Diane's voice cracked. I didn't protect the others. I chose you because you're my son, and I was a coward. But the first wife contacted me last month. She tried to kill herself. She ended up in intensive care because I convinced her no one would believe her. I gripped the envelope. Go now, Diane said firmly. There's an address inside with the title. Someone is waiting to help you. Don't go back to your house. Throw away your phone as soon as you're on the highway. Why now? I whispered. Because the first wife didn't make it. Diane's eyes filled with tears. She died this morning, and I'm not going to let my silence kill anyone else. She opened the door. Go. Now. I ran. I sprinted 3 blocks north until I found the silver Honda. My hands shook as I felt under the wheel well for the keys. They were there. I locked myself inside and started the engine. As I pulled away, I opened the envelope to find the address. But there was something else inside. A second phone, and a note in Diane's handwriting. This phone has evidence on it that will destroy Bennett's life. I couldn't turn in my own son, but maybe you can. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.